Veterans of the Second World War are dying, 1,000 a day. We are losing among our fathers and our grandfathers a direct connection to this extraordinary story. And if we don't hear them out, and if we don't stop continuing to smother the Second World War in bloodless, gallant myth, they will go to their graves having not had the real story told. We talk about the Second World War as the good war. It's the worst war ever, responsible for the deaths of 60 million people. And that's what we were trying to do, is lift the lid, and before they pass away, honor their extraordinary service and what they did to create the world we now take for granted and enjoy. These people came back from war. They were amazingly reticent and didn't want to talk. They'd seen really bad things. They'd done bad things. They lost good friends, and they just buried that stuff in the deepest, darkest recesses. We chose randomly 4 geographically distributed American towns. Went to those towns, spent 5 years, advertised our presence, reached out to veterans, talked about 650 to find the 40 plus that we ended up interviewing that were willing to actually talk about what they saw and did at the level that was no longer the stories. I mean, a lot of people say, oh yeah, my dad was in the Battle of the Bulge and he told me for 60 years that, you know, we discovered a French farmhouse and they had a wine cellar and we all got drunk, ha ha ha. But to us, he's saying he was the coldest winter on record. And I turned around and my best friend, a guy that I would have died for, had frozen to death after being wounded, and I had to take his stiff as cordwood body and throw it in the back of a flatbed truck. And we found the footage because we also spent 5 years deep in the archives. Now that's a different kind of war than ha ha ha, we got drunk. It's been unbelievable. The ratings are through the roof. Millions of people have been touched. I tell you, I've had the best reviews of my life, but none of that matters. A veteran came up to me and said he'd seen the whole thing and he was in tears. And he said, I've waited all my life for someone to show it the way it actually was, not the sanitized, mythologized, Madison Avenue version of the Second World War, but the way it really